Hello, everybody. Habitual Sages here. Thank you so much for joining me. This is my first IG ever, like my first recorded story. I did post one earlier in the year on YouTube, but this is, again, going through the process, right? I was really working through my own process to get to this point, but I am here and I am very excited for what this looks like as we continue to go forward. Being my first one, I'm learning, I'm growing as well. So see how this comes out. I'm excited to see. First of all, I just want to say that this reading is intended to be something for everybody. So you may not resonate with the entire reading, but it is my intention to get you at least one message that you take away, one nugget that you can use as you go forward into these amazing expansive energies that are coming up and into next year. I will put the decks that I used in comments, as well as posting this on YouTube as well. So it will be in the comments there. It will be on the post. So that way, if you do want to know what decks they are, they will be there for you. Music in the background is my playlist for the Solar Eclipse and Sag. You can find that on either Spotify or on Apple Music, curated by Habitual Sages. So you can just search for that, or you can find it also in my stories. All right, let's take a look at what we have. So, solar eclipse time. Yay! Solar eclipses are just all about change, right? New moons in general are about change. It's about what you're releasing, so that way you can welcome in the new, right? But solar eclipses are tied to the new moon. Yep, I know it's opposite: solar new, lunar full. And the solar eclipse is when the moon actually blocks out the sun. So there is this moment of where our light is diminished. And that to me really indicates in my own personal life, through my experiences, when eclipses like that happen, how do you show up in your own light? We all have light. Yes, the sun is our light, what we see externally, but we also embody that light within us. So as the darkening of the sky occurs, and as the darkness is brought over our eyes, how do we then face what's right in front of us? How do we own our own light and stand in our own power and shine our light through? The change that is normally associated with particularly a solar eclipse can be so jarring, so quick, so unexpected that it can trigger us. It can bring up a lot of things for us. So just know that where you are is exactly where you need to be. Hold your vision, trust your process, know that you're right on time. And if there is any fear or any uncertainty, or you are in that shock and awe, embrace it. Say, thank you so much for putting me here, because that obviously means that I was in a comfort zone of some sort, and now I can fully embrace the change. And we fully embrace that change through action, right? So we get delivered the message, we get delivered the process, and then we actually have to do something with it. And thankfully, this eclipse is in the sign of Sag. We love our Sag. Sag is all about the IC, Jupiter ruler. It's a fire energy, and Sag fire is mature. It's mutable, meaning it's flexible. It can mold, it can move. So where Leo, which is what I am, is a fixed fire sign. So it's blazing inferno 24/7, not moving. Sag really has that expansiveness to it, where it can flow and go where it needs to go and do the things that fire needs to do in multiple areas of our life, and to really cleanse and get all of that out there. So, Sag is all about freedom, all about honesty, and there's a real depth to Sagittarius honesty. Again, it's that expansive depth. It's not just surface level, like, yep, this is who I am. It's really getting to the meat and bones of that. There can be a lot of restlessness with Sag energy, a lot of wanderlust, especially right now as we're, still in the midst of all of the pandemic stuff that we're going through. There's a lot of idealistic nature, but even within that, there's this need to make a gamble. There's this need to take these chances and just to go for it. It will happen. You'll make it. You will figure it out as we get there. It's just really allowing it to be. So then we have the fire element, which is really ruling December, fire and air. Just great change of energy from all the earth that we have been grounded in this whole year. Obviously it's great because I'm a fire sign and I have a lot of fire in my chart. So fire energy is great with me. Quick moving change. This is fire. It's our passions. It's our burning desires. It's new beginnings, always new beginnings with fire. It's how we react. It's our determination. It's how we cleanse and clear everything. When you think about the original tarot deck, think about the Tower card, right? It always has some sort of lightning comes down, cracks it in half. But then there's this smoldering fire that is just really purifying and cleansing, which is allowing you to release all that so that way you can rise from those ashes like the phoenix. Fire is truly spirit in movement. It's beautiful. So harness it because this is the action that we need to take. All right, so let's get to the reading. So I am using the Good Tarot. Like I said, I'll put that in the comments. There won't be reversals. This deck is not intended to have reversals anyways. So that will be just for everybody. And even if you are a reader, the creator of this deck, intention is to not have reversals in it. So just for your awareness. All right, so let's go ahead and get on with this reading. Thank you, Spirit. What is being closed out at this eclipse, Spirit? What is being closed out at this eclipse? What messages do you have on what is being closed out at this eclipse at this time? Thank you, Spirit. One card, please. Oh, the Magician. All right, beautiful closeout energy. What messages does Mercury have during this eclipse? What messages being conjunct to this eclipse energy does Mercury have for us, Spirit? The Ace of Fire. Very nice energy. And what are we moving forward with Mars's support? What are we moving forward? The Two of Air. All right, what doubts do we still have? Our good friend Neptune in the picture. What doubts or fears do we still have, Spirit, during this solar eclipse? Thank you. Eight of Fire. All right. And what is being veiled by Neptune at this time? What is being veiled by that loose square with Neptune at this time, Spirit? What is being veiled? The World card. All right. And then last one, what is this? Oh. Messages of water. What is this eclipse changing for us? All right. So let's take a look here. Okay, so let's take a look here. So the first card out was what is being closed out in this eclipse, and we got the Magician. So what we're really closing out during this eclipse, and this is, by the way, the layout spread is in the shape of an arrow. So think about the Magician. This is where the arrow would meet the bow and you would start to pull back. So this is really your tension point, what you're holding on to release, so that way your arrow can shoot straight and strong. And remember, Sagittarius never misses. So as you're manifesting, really think about that. And as you go through these eclipse energies, really hone in on that the archer never misses. And these energies, whatever is coming up for you, it's right on time. And if you can get through that, you're going to manifest your wildest dreams. Because with the magician, what's being closed out is the old programming that we don't have a connection with spirit, that we must do all on our own, and struggle and strife and claw and do all these things all the way up to the top, and allow everybody else to tell us what we need in life and what we want to accomplish. That is not magician energy, and that is what we are letting go of. We are letting go of these old programs and getting rid of the fact that we are not co-creators of our universe, because the magician tells us that we are. We are absolute magic, and that magic we are allowed to utilize and to bring forth into the world, and to share that gift, to share that light with the world. As one levels, so do others. We all are kind of having these individual experiences, but collectively we also have an experience together. And as we begin to really move away from those old programs, that just allows the grace and space for others. So remember, energy can't be created nor destroyed. So as we are taking up this energy field right now, when we start to process and let go of those old programs that say, you can't manifest this, you have to work, you have to do these things, and you have to be this way, that deprogramming allows us to level up and create space back at that level for the next group to come in and start to learn those same lessons. So it is necessary that we take that step, that we get off the carousel that we're on and go to the next level, because that's how we create that space for others to move forward. So what messages does Mercury have for us? The Ace of Fire. So this would be the Ace of Wands in a regular tarot deck. The message from Mercury is really like there's a lot of new coming in. It's this new passion, this new energy. There's something about this illuminated light, right? We talked at the beginning about, the blockage of light. This is your internal fire, and it's here. You've got it. Like there's this little fairy sitting on top of it. This is all you ever need. This connection with spirit, the connection with self, the connection with your internal desires. That is what you need to move forward in life. And that's what you need to manifest the things. And this is what provides the courage. This is what provides the grounding. If you look, it's red and yellow, root chakra and your solar plexus, right? This beautiful grounding energy that you can be in this world and still do everything that you want to do. And this solar plexus energy of, I know my power, and this is the seat of where I sit, and this is how I choose to show up in the world. And Mercury's saying it's okay. Get it. Do it. You're going to need it. If the dreams that you keep on having, that maybe for some of you, you keep on ignoring, or they're so big that you're just stuck, that's okay, right? That's okay. It will happen. You just have to keep going. You have to hone in on your inner light and on your inner power. You have to know that spirit has you and that you are a co-creator with it. And spirit would never give you anything that you weren't ready for. Period. Dot. You are ready. If you are having the dream, you are ready. It is your dream. You can make it happen. All right, so what are we moving forward with Mars's support? So we got the Two of Air. So again, a lot of fire and air energy, which is great. So with the Two of Air, so this is typically a card of doubts and constrictions and uncertainty. It's that hemming and hawing type of energy, like, oh, I don't know, but this one's really nice too, and I just really don't know what to do. Mars is saying that the choices that we have to make, that is where our movement forward is. So again, you have two choices, balance. Two is indicative of many different things from an angel numerology perspective. Two really hones in on our mastery. It hones in on the knowledge that we're on the right path. We're going towards our purpose, and to continue to hold that vision while you're going through whatever you're going through to get there. So with the Two of Air, and what I feel from Mars, is he's kind of guiding this direction, right? Like, he's the energy that we're using to pull back on our arrow. He's really, allowing us the opportunity to make better choices. As you're presented with things, do you not believe in spirit anymore? Do you not stand in your power? Or do you have this magic about you? Do you know who you are? Do you set those healthy boundaries? Do you say no? Do the right thing? And do you embrace the thing that you want most, which more than likely will be with a challenge? It will be with a lesson. It will be with breaking of a fear. It will be with letting go of something, so that way you can welcome it in. So there's still options and choices out there, and that's okay. Know whatever you take is exactly what you're supposed to. But Mars is giving us that choice. He's giving us that action with that choice. Next is, what doubts do we still have? This is the Eight of Fire. So the Eight of Fire, again, another wand, another beautiful energy. The doubt and fear that we may still be encapsulating is it real? I know I see spirit in these little orbs. I can feel spirit because look, there's a little orb that's right by me. I'm riding a panda, for heaven's sakes. Can I trust it? Can I embrace it? That is our friend Neptune. And Neptune's great for a lot of things. Neptune is a wonderful energy to connect to spirit with. In its highest expression, it truly is that, allowing that the complete the complete failure of the ego, so that way you are just a being. You just become. And the fears that are presented in this card is, I know what's for me. I know all the things that I can accomplish. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm doing. I see it. I taste it. I feel it. Can I trust it? Can I trust myself? And that comes with what is being veiled by Neptune, which is the world. You're going to have to trust yourself. You are going to have to trust your process, because Neptune is taking your change and it's covering it up. And it's saying, you don't get to see your path. You don't get to see your, the amazing benefits that are going to come from walking that path. You're not going to get to see your world change until you're already in movement and doing it. You're not going to get this preemptive. Yeah, a lot of people, there's been a bunch of people, myself included, that have been jumping timelines for weeks now. But which one? Which one do you end on? Which ones do you end on, right? And that's really where this Neptune is veiling. And that's why it is so hard to let go of that. Man, are you sure I can do this? Like, okay, I'm going to try. It's really hard to stay in that because you have no tangible proof of what's to come. And what is to come is vastly different than anything that you have been through in your entire life. So that is pure faith and trust. And that is really what 2020 for a lot of us has been about, is breaking down the self-doubt, breaking down the self-worth, breaking down the programming that just is not serving us anymore as we move forward into Aquarius, into this new age. You know, we don't need to see to believe. We are magic. And if you know that, then anything is possible. What is this eclipse is changing for us is the messenger of water. Beautiful emotional energy. You know, we will have that Cancer full moon at the end of the month, which is really going to hone in on these amazing watery vibes that are going on in this card right here. And for the messenger of water, you know, I did pull out the book because they have these really great affirmations I wanted to read out. But this is truly like, messenger of water is an emotional union. It's a relationship. It's a symbiotic nature of masculine and feminine and nurturing and being protected, and just knowing that you have everything that you need, and all that you need is going to come as you continue to grow and grow out of who you currently are. So there is a heightened emotional awareness, which, hey, you know, it is that time. We also obviously have the solstice. We have this great change. We are leaving behind ourselves. It's time to say goodbye. And again, in my post, you know, if you guys haven't seen Lord of the Rings, there you can find little YouTube clips just of that portion. You know, here is Bilbo. He's just like, see you later. I'm off to an adventure. And then, you know, everybody else is just in tears because they're having to say goodbye to a friend. And that's what we're doing. We're saying goodbye to an old friend. This person kept us comfortable. This person protected us. This person showed us how to love. This person allowed us to grow. This person showed us the things that were possible for us at that time. And this person, you, us, each individual is now back there. And we're saying goodbye. And we're taking off on our boat, and we are never going to come back again. So it's okay to have this heightened sense of emotions. You know, honor it. Honor yourself. Honor who you were and honor where you're going. You are worth it, right? You're worth that honor. You're worth those tears. So the messages here are, I need to look for the best in others and honor it even when it seems a challenge to do so. My attraction stems from self-love and a knowledge that I am part of all love, which takes many forms, each exquisite in its own way. I can have what I desire. There is no need for jealousy, anger, resentment, or fear when I am love and love flows into me powerfully. I'll shade at that. All right, so let's go ahead and get a guidance card. We're going to get 2 different guidance cards. So the first one is from the Energy Oracle deck. Again, it will be posted there for you. All right, Spirit, what guidance do you have for us for this solar eclipse? Oh, 1 card, please. What guidance do you have for us for this solar eclipse? What is your guidance, Spirit, for us? Thank you. All right. We have the Thinking Woman, and then we'll get one other card here. What is your secondary guidance for us for this solar eclipse? What is your secondary guidance, Spirit? 1 card, please. What is your secondary guidance? Ooh, 1 card, please. What is your guidance? Receiving elation. All right, let's look up the Thinking Woman, see if there's any messages in here. All right, so number 47, the Thinking Woman. This actually reminds me a lot of this card, the Messenger of Water. Female wisdom or understanding. This card shows a woman holding a book standing before a staircase, ready to lead you to higher understanding. This woman could be a friend who helps you express and understand your feelings, or she could be a teacher brought to your life at this time to take you in a new direction. This could also be a new love interest with a woman who is thoughtful, conscious, and aware. Or, like the Thinking Man, the card could represent a side of yourself that's ready to blossom and bring clarity and assistance to the world. If so, find your voice and let your wisdom shine. Beautiful. The affirmation on this card is, I open my mind and heart to my own inner wisdom. I am thoughtful, focused, and clear. And this, right on time, as always, right? It's also an 11, 4 and 7, 11 card, master number. So opening the mind and the heart, fire. Fire comes from the heart. Very heart-centric. And like, look at all the green on this card, right? Heart chakra color. So coming from your heart, who are you? Where is this fire, right? And then the mind, thank you, Mercury. We've got Mercury in the mix with all of this, and that's bringing in that kind of mental openness, that ability to hone in on the mutable energies of Sagittarius and be flexible and adaptable. So continue to focus, continue to go. All right. And then we are receiving elation. And the back says, I am born of infinite joy. Let's see what this one says. Receiving elation. 41, so a 5 card change. Here we go. All right. When elation is received, joy becomes your natural state of being. In elation, you are aligned with the ecstatic nature of the universe to live each moment with renewed passion and purpose. Elation helps you enjoy your human journey as it is right now without projecting your fulfillment into the anticipation of future pending outcomes. This mantra is ideal for increasing the flow of creative inspiration, elevating the immune system, and being more present. Elation, receive elation. During this eclipse and as you go forward into 2021, be willing to receive joy. It is okay to be joyful right now. It is okay. You have permission. Give yourself permission to be elated with where you are going. Be elated with your journey and with all that you went through. And again, not projecting anything, right? We are veiled, not projecting anything into the future, but just knowing that it will happen, knowing that we are magic and we are working with spirit to curate everything that is for us, that we want, that we need to accomplish our soul's purpose on this planet, our destiny. Creative inspiration, that's where it's at. That is all what these two cards are about. Sagittarius, creative energy. Fire, creative passion. What is in your heart? What has been calling you? What have you been dreaming about? Figure it out. Listen. And then start to take action. Even if that action for right now is, I hear you. I acknowledge that you're there, and I'm going to look into it. That's something, right? That's a choice, because you've chosen, or perhaps you have chosen, in the past to not listen to that. So new energy, beautiful energy. I'm really excited. Get in connection with spirit, really get into your heart center, get joy in your life. And, even in the midst of chaos, joy is our birthright. Joy is a stasis that we all have the right to. And it's already in us. We just have to go and get it and bring it forward. Get into your joy, get into your creative energy, and allow yourself to be shot forward, because we need you. The world needs you. You are necessary. Your gifts are exactly what we need, and it's time. So enjoy. I look forward to doing these again and more frequently. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any comments, please leave them for me. All right, guys. Bye. Have a great night.